Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are looking at Choo Choo Survivors 2 Beta. It's actually playtest. If you want to play this, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description. If you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, good things, YouTube things. All right, so jumping in. Steam suggested this to me because I like all things weird roguelite. So this one is you play a train. Apparently there was a first one. I've never heard of it. So, all the stuff you collect in this room doesn't count, by the way. We have 2 locomotives, and this one has a cow catcher that you can get, and this one has a flamethrower, and they're both really good. Now, let's head on down here. There are 8 slots on this, and I think I only use like 2, maybe 3. Alright, so there's 2 different weapons you can unlock in the demo, and this one unlocks by beating the boss. This one is unlocked by default. We're going to use the Wrecking Ball. It's kind of fun. It's also a pretty good wrist workout. So we're going to stay on engineer difficulty, and I will explain something over here that I found to be very handy. All right, so far this is not looking great for us. All right. Hold on one second. Okay, I am back from both coughing and finding us a more interesting map. So we're actually going to go with the least interesting of the 3, which is kind of funny because we're only going to visit 2 biomes. It'll be the city and the forest, unless we have another one. No, I think we'll do that because cities are really pumped up with like resources, like a lot of resources. Not a lot of survivors, but a lot of resources. So we're going to go with this one. Like I said, we got the ball and chain here. Now, everything you collect in that screen does not count. It resets once you load here. This is like sometimes it feels like there's a survivor roguelite for just about everything. By the way, with this ball and chain, the one thing that I found the easiest to do was, because it follows the mouse, is to just get it out there on a nice swing, and you'll get your little you'll get a wrist workout for your game. We are surviving the apocalypse in the most absolute scorched earth way possible. So what we do is we pilot our little choo-choo train, and I would like to go to number 3 if we can, and we'll be looking at these upgrades here in a second. I pressed the wrong button. Just get ourselves a little bit faster. I mean, if there's nobody here, we can go faster than that. Alright, we're gonna want... We can't go faster than our little droney guy can do, though. And there's an upgrade that you want to do, like, first thing. I played through 3 winning runs to see what all was unlockable, and just the stuff that I've got here so far is what's unlockable. So, not bad for a demo. And it definitely shows you there's some good potential to it. Yeah. There's like a Mahjong roguelite. Oh. Alright, so now we want to go here and here as fast as we can. And the reason for this is this scavenger level not only increases the drone's speed, but it also increases the chance of destroyed objects having useful stuff in them. So, now we can... Oh, no. I think we can go 3. 3's not too bad. And you can see, like, our little drone is going... He's like the Energizer Bunny over there. He's like, nah, I'm grabbing it all. We're just going to get a little bit more, and we're actually going to increase it to the last stage and hopefully get a second drone just about the same time. And that'll take care of our drones for most of the game. Like I said, I played a couple runs. It was fun. Never heard of the first one. It definitely has some interesting features. Now, because of the limited amount of stuff in the... Yes, we do. Oh, we're not quite enough. Because of the limited amount of things... 2 drones in the demo, you'll probably get maybe 2 or 3 runs out of it if you want to test it before you kind of run out of things to do. But that's, again, is a demo that just came out, so and it's a demo, so you can't really expect a huge amount of stuff. We're actually cooking along here. Soon it will not be so... We will start hitting the harder stuff. Now, I don't know if the clock or the distance or both affects the difficulty. Because it seems like the clock affects the difficulty a little bit, and the distance seems to affect it quite a bit. Now, hopefully, if we're lucky... There we go. We're making good progress on this. All right. We're saving. We're going to get a lot of upgrades over the whole thing. That's actually why we picked the cities, because the city is just upgrade heaven. And if you want to see like what the end results look like above most of your weapons, going to the cities is going to be one of the great things you can do. That guy was a survivor, and we do not. Like, survivors are probably the rarest resource no matter what you're doing. Now that we're in the city, you can see, like, all of these buildings have a chance of dropping something. So, since we have so many cities, we know we're going to have, like, everything basically all the way upgraded. Oh, nope. We got to go down a little notch here. There we go. Okay. Now, what we need to do is, one, I'm going to need to get regen here shortly. But for the moment, I believe our best bet is to upgrade our damage a little bit. So we're going to take these two. And then these get really good. Like, it's super good. Now, we have this regen that we want to get, and we want to increase our fire pretty quick. So we have enough to do both of those, and then that should get it to where we can plow through these guys fairly easily. But like I said, going into a city is a really good idea, especially if I imagine it will probably be almost the optimal, if it stays the way it is, almost the optimal strategy when the game comes out, because you'll go through a city, get a lot of early upgrades, and then you can face much more difficult stuff as you're going on. We are holding up at 3 pretty good. It'll be interesting to see what else is added in the in whether it goes into early access or full release. All right, we do have that one survivor, and we're going to spend him in a moment. But I'm hoping I need to have 3 survivors in my pocket, and I'll explain that in just when we get to that part of the upgrades. There's a shop you can get to, and there's a couple of different things on the map. So you actually get some stuff, you get some fights, and you get some things. We've got 2 of them now. And like I said, I really want 3 of them. And the reason is that they have a resource. Once we get our second car, there's a resource increase generator that is going to take 3 survivors. So I would say that the gun is actually a little bit easier to win a run with than the wrecking ball. The wrecking ball, for sections like we're in now, because we took the city, it's probably better. But the gun itself, like for survivability, because you can control so easily where and who's getting hit, it actually makes it quite a bit different. All right, here's our thing. This is what we're looking for. This is where I've been saving for. We're only going to be able to get 2 stages of it, but 2 stages is not that bad. All right, let's go in there. Resourceful. Your survivors scrape together 1 gold every 60 seconds. When you get it over here, it becomes 1 gold and 1 steel. So our next one gets it down to 20 seconds, which is going to be amazing. All right, let's go with this and this, since we know we can get that. And we might as well pick up this as well. Now down here, we're going to need survivors for that. But we have enough to up the damage on that, and I think that's what we're going to do. This is really good, but these upgrades are so good. All right, now that there's an interesting thing in that this and the ball and chain don't work very well together, and you'll see that here in a moment. But I wanted to show the ones that you unlock later, so that way you can see kind of like some of the other stuff in the game. Because I think that I don't know if anybody that I watch has made a video of this. Oh, no. We almost outran our little guys. Oh, there we go. Let's find ourselves a comfortable weakening. Oh, hey, we got our survivor. Bam. All right, now we're generating so much resources, because every 20 seconds is actually a lot of resources. And it is going to make our life so very much easier. It's also kind of an insurance against the demo does seem to have an RNG that seems to be a little sticky. Like I'll usually end runs with 1 resource that I just have a ton of, And then the other resources, not so much. But as you can see, like, these cities pay so well. Like, having a couple of cities on there, absolutely, like, crazy good for your economy and being able to survive. And the chain damage is what's doing most of our damage. Okay, those guys are getting through. We're gonna have to slow down just a little bit. We do have some stuff that we can upgrade into, but we don't have any survivors. So let's see. We can get that. We can get that. We'll eventually get the dragon, but since he's not great with the ball and chain in particular, we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna save for this one right now. And the reason that he's not great with the ball and chain is because he follows your cursor. So if you're spinning and getting your wrist workout, you will, he doesn't really have much of an opportunity to get onto things. Or at least not in my experience, without causing sort of this sort of weird floppiness. So, and with the way this thing does damage, once you get this thing going and you just cycle, you just become a cyclone of death. Like, it works really well. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of good cash this time. I unfortunately did not run. On my last run, oh no, we almost got hit. I need survivors to upgrade into having regen at this point. So hopefully we'll get one soon, because we really want our regen. Hey, look at what we just found. We just found a survivor. Bam! Regen. And he's already gone. Alright, we can speed up a little bit. Oh, hey! Second one. Alright, we needed a second survivor. What did we need our second survivor for? These are, like I said, these are really good. Because they get increased by the time you get there. Like, it's 30% total at the end. And that's a lot, especially on these things. Oh, we were looking for that right there. Which we don't need a survivor for, which means we can get that one already. That will help out a lot. I do kind of want those damage upgrades, but right now we're doing okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. By the way, engine upgrades feel a little tiny bit wonky. And the reason I say that is they increase your speed, but they can actually make it to where you can't go as fast. Like, oftentimes after I've upgraded to the second level, if I've upgraded to the second level, I often have a problem where I can't even go to notch 2 because the enemies are coming in too fast. It's because the engine goes, like, notch 1 goes up from 0.6 to 0.9, but notch 2 goes up to like 1.5. Ooh, let's get that thing swinging again. Okay. Notch 2 goes up to like 1.5, 1.6. All right. That's kind of, this one doesn't do as much as I was hoping it would do. It does pretty okay. This is your kind of your, you want to get here route. Okay, we need resources, which is not a problem. Oh, my ball is now in that direction. Okay. I don't know how it got reversed. All right, let's see here. All right, now this is probably the little pro tip for this fight. Slow down quite a bit. And then start going backwards. And the reason that I say to do that is... Dun, 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 there he is. Okay. He can get to you with that beam way before you can get to him. So you're basically going to have to drive backwards away from him, or you get drilled down by his little beam attack. And his beam attack is brutal. It slows you down, and it like causes some hit stun occasionally. It's pretty rough. So going backwards is the way I have found that works the best. Unfortunately, as you can tell, because his speed matches our speed, so we can't get him in with the ball itself, which would be, actually we could, there we go, blap, blap. Blap. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Now we can go forward again. Shurikens are really super fun. The cow catcher, and that's what... That is what I wanted to... Hold on one second. All right. We're gonna go with the cow catcher, actually. The shurikens are really good, but I want to try the cow catcher with this. With the fire, because I think that's going to work out to be really good. All right, let's see. We have one more guy, so we can upgrade this, because I do want this, but let's get to our cow catcher. This first upgrade is super important, because that's the one that makes it start doing damage. So we'll take that guy. And we need to upgrade both of those guys, and then we're going to need some damage. And it's actually hiding under here, under this flame. You can see it on the back over here. And now when we run into things, it does damage too. So if we go through here like this, we actually start hitting things and doing damage to them. And as you can see, this is why we want to go slower than faster, because if we do run into them, they will start slowing us down. And we have our decent regen, but we still need some more armor to take advantage of that regen with a larger health pool. All right. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny because we're survivors in the after the apocalypse, but have you seen what we're doing to the leftover buildings? Like, who hired me? My character's like Doom over here. We're going scorched earth on the zombies, destroying our own stuff. My character's like, oh, there's zombies there? Flatten the whole city. There might be $1 to earn. Oh yeah, see, look at that. We're actually starting to get to the point where we can kind of need to get another upgrade. All right, we're on notch 2. We might have to go down to notch 1 for just a little bit. Okay, we do have 2. Let's see, where is our best choice on that? Like, feeding into the minigun isn't really a bad idea. On the other hand, this series of upgrades would do us a ton of good, and we don't need any people for those. We do need a person for this and that, so that's 2. I think we're gonna go with that one, and we're gonna go with that one for now, and that will get us probably to the point where we can go back up to speed 2, which would be nice. There we go. Spin it, spin it. I'm getting my wrist worked out today. Played 2 runs in a row with this thing. And you can get the thing moving too. Like, the game, I feel like it has a lot of potential, even though we're only seeing a very limited scope of weapons and things in this demo. I feel like it's got a lot of potential because there's definitely some really fun concepts going on here. The ball and chain's fun. The fact of being limited to this space and having to work with just forward and back momentum to do the thing actually does make quite a bit of difference. One of the interesting things that I did want to point out is when you fight the boss, one of the reasons that I fought the boss on this side so that he was on the right side of me was because the center of your train, aka the origin point for your attack, is a closer distance to this side of the screen. So on this side of the screen, the ball goes out, and on the other side of the screen, the ball stays in, so it's easier to target him with the ball when you're doing that. That's why I kept him on the right side. Hey, there was a reason for that. Occasionally. Occasionally, I'm good about that. Occasionally. All right, let's see here. All right. Definitely took some damage. Let's see what we can do, though. I think we're at the point where we can start boosting that. And then we just need those last 2 guys there. And that's going to work out real well. Let's get our minigun more damage, more better. Eventually, the minigun with the exploding rounds will really chunk down these guys in front of us. And that'll basically solve our little damage problem. But we need just a couple of things. All right, there we go. So let's get that regen going. Hopefully we'll get another survivors. Survivors are 100% the thing you're going to be, like, hurting the most for. Like, survivors are just absolutely... I had a route where I had tons of survivors on it, but the problem was that it didn't have any resources. So that was the only one where I wasn't like starved for survivors. But I kind of like that because it kind of does add to the feeling of the sort of apocalypse. Oh, we're going into the city. Anything that doesn't cost us a survivor can probably be maxed out soon. Which is good because we need to do as much damage as we can. I'd like to get back up into the Notch 2s. We may take engine upgrades just to bring Notch 1 up to 0.9. Because that would probably help us out a little bit here. To getting back to a decent move speed here. We're 61%. We don't want to poke along at 1 the whole time. But they're just a little harder than we can take right now. Alright. Let's see. Our cow catcher can get upgraded. Our minigun can get upgraded. And we want to do both of those because we do want these explosive bullets real bad. We do want this eventually. That'll probably be the biggest upgrades for us. And then 2 survivors for this. So let's upgrade the cow catcher. Let's upgrade the minigun. We can upgrade the cow catcher again, and we'll be able to get the explosive minigun bullets real soon. And the city is going to be perfect for that. It would be nice if I could go just a touch faster. We might get that first engine upgrade. What's that first engine upgrade cost? 3 and 1. Okay, let's do that. Because that'll at least get us a little bit more on this one. It might make 2 out of reach, though. Because 2 is currently 1.2. But then when we get our power upgrade, we've gone up to 0.7 here. Yeah, we're 1.5 here, so we're kind of locked out until we get that last damage upgrade. We're kind of locked out of second gear. Well, we do accelerate and de-accelerate faster, though, so we can probably bump it on and off. Alright, there we go, there we go. Bump that back on. Yeah, we could do the second one and probably be okay. Use 2 to get there when we have it. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, that would be definitely too fast. Okay, so yeah, 8 is 0.8, 0.9. I got a little too close that time. Oops. But we have a lot of hit points now, so we don't have too much to worry about in that case. Let's get this thing moving a little faster. I'm a little more precise with my circles. It moves a little bit faster. Yeah, look at us. We level everything. Anything near this train is gonna just go down. There will be no buildings for you zombies to use, even though you don't use them in the first place. But we're totally going to take them away from you. I like the little train. I do like the train. I like the concept. I like everything. There's actually I get recommended a lot of, like, it's a roguelite, but this. Like, and I like those. Like, that's where you get your Bolataros, your Bolataro, however it's pronounced, your Peglins, your Transylvania Paris, by the way. That was a really good one. I enjoyed that one, too. There's a Mahjong one, which if I wasn't so insanely bad at it, I would actually show you. That's like one of the few games that I really like, but it's hard to show you because it's like I'm just so bad at it. Someday I'll be good at it. Maybe. Maybe. That would require me to stop playing Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. Let's see. We do have a decent amount of stuff. I don't want to push the... I feel like if I push up to the next engine thing, I would get... We would end up being with our slowest not being slow enough. Because they're getting to the point where they almost touch our front flames. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if there's any upgrades we can do, because we haven't done anything in a while. We can't do those, because we don't have that. We could... We're almost there. Okay. We're almost to the Insanity Ball. We can do the Dragon, and we can already do the Explosive Bullets, so let's do those. So we are just waiting for survivors. Oh, I see why it's doing that, because the ball is out straight when I pause, and then it resyncs with the cursor afterwards. That's why it seems like the rotation That's why it seems like the rotation goes backwards, because I am rotating backwards, because it's now... Yeah, okay, I see it. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense now. We can get a good swing on this thing. Yeah, these guys get a little chunky to be able to... We can't move forward too fast. But we can move forward fast enough to sort of save us a few minutes. Yeah, I like our little... I like the interesting concepts. Oh, what are you? Why was he shiny? Oh, he wasn't shiny. I was shiny. We have a shop here, so we'll be able to get something else. Which is usually... You can usually get, like, one of the other weapons in there, along with a bunch of survivors. And when we get our survivors, it's going to be so nice. Okay, let's see. 29,000 for shurikens. We'll take it. We will buy all three of you. Buy all of you, and we'll buy all of you, and we still have 25,000 left. All right, now we are playing with power, because we can go here. 2 shurikens needs one here. This one needs one here and here. Okay, so I think for the moment we do that, and then we do our coverage from behind there. Because the shurikens are really good. They really are. They're like genuinely one of the better ones. So we're now not getting that yet, but we're kind of worked our way to... We need one person for that, and we just need a bunch of currency to upgrade the shurikens as much as we can. So what we can do here is this. There we go. All right. Ah, my rotation. There we go. Now we got shurikens flying everywhere.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, look what we got. Survivor. Ooh, the question is, what do we want to spend it on? Because this is our res, in-run res. Which we might not need. And if we didn't need that, would it free it up for anything else? Not really. So we'll do that we'll do that as soon as we can, but now we know. Okay, that works. Alright. Alright. Oh, I got hit. Some of the big guys are starting to get beefy enough that they last into even first gear at this point. Doing a lot more engine work than... On the other weapon, you have, like, explosive ammo, and it does so much work. So much work. Okay, so let's go here. There we go. I mean, we can get it now. All right, we did not grab that yet, but we're actually going to wait for a moment, and we're going to grab the dragon, because I want you to see the dragon. It's very, very fun. But as you can see, since it goes where I'm pointing, it can make using this weapon and the dragon at the same time somewhat difficult. Because you're kind of just floating around. Alright. Oh. We have something we can do here. We just need a little bit more resources. We're going to take down here. And we do have... I'm going to go with discipline. We're going to go like 2 levels. That should, if I am correct, mean that everything, including the shurikens and everything else, are all firing 15% faster. That should allow us... I don't think we're quite at level 2. Maybe if we had that last level, we would be. But that actually worked out pretty nice. Oh, I'm going to have to remember that. In this game, come challenge. Alright, we can do a little bit of the movement right here, like this. Our chain gets a little bit slack, but not terribly. And that allows us to kind of... Oh, oh. There's just a few too many in that little crowd. Okay, yeah, we're okay. Oh, nope, nope. We almost got it, too. That dragon does hit really hard, too. Like, he does chunk things down. So, him not being super usable with the ball and chain did feel kind of like a downgrade. Because he can just, like... He can remove so much hit points off of a bunch of guys all at once. Uh-oh, we got hit. Gotta clean our space a little bit better. He can really do a good job. So that was, like I said, I was bummed when I was like, oh, it doesn't look like I'll be able to do this. All right, let's see. Do we have anything else to upgrade that just costs us? Yes, actually. We do. We have our thing here. So, Shuriken Piercing. And then that. And then we've good there. We got the dragon. We'll be able to get Never Give Up eventually. And we can get that eventually. Now there's a lot more Shuriken going on. Which means we can actually go a little farther, because the Shurikens, once you get the pass-through on them, they really start softening everything up, and like you can see here with the dragon, like, we can really get the big guys kind of taken out. Oh, oh. We'll do our half one. As long as I come back to roughly this point, it works. It does have some momentum to it, so there's like almost a fulcrum. So as long as I can remember to come close enough to it, I can re-engage that fulcrum on the other side, and then... Or pivot point, I should say. Alright. 88%. We've almost done it. We've almost destroyed the town. I mean, saved ourselves from the apocalypse. We're almost there. We almost got the 25 to get the other thing too, so we should have that upgrade as well. We'll have almost all the upgrades by the time we see the boss. It's kind of fun concept. And unlike Mahjong, I'm not awful at it. I got a brand new chair, and it's really comfortable, but it's also weird to try and get used to a different chair. If you ever had like an old office chair, you kind of end up sitting in it in a certain way because it doesn't really... because it's old. So you end up sitting a little bit odd because, you know, your chair's kind of worn out and you kind of think you should have replaced it a while ago, but you didn't. Yeah, that was my previous chair. So the new one's very strange for me because I am not a tall person at all. But the chair is actually a big and tall chair. And it's because I have a cat that sits next to me. Or behind me when I'm sitting in my chair. So I bought a big and tall chair so she can fit easier. But it has like an inner spring mattress for a for like a cushion. Like a little tiny inner spring mattress. It is the most like bouncy, cushiest office chair I've ever sat in. 96. Oh, we just never got another survivor. Look, we were able to cook and stay on stage 2 with the dragon by doing those little these. So that's actually good to know, because the dragon didn't feel great when I was just doing circles around it, although my circles are not quite what they should be. There we go. Now we're back in control. Alright. Never did get that other survivor, but that's okay. Oh, there's our boss. And again, like I said, same deal on this guy. Like, he's... The thing with him is that he's like... Since you can see him on the side, you can actually stay away from him. On the other side, by the time you can see him, he's inside your ball and chains range. Plus... Not only is he inside your ball and chains range, but you're inside his now. So you always kind of want to fight him on the right if possible. And then we just need to clear a little space on the screen. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get him. There we go. He should be going down soon. All right. Take you guys out. Okay. And this is how you actually unlock the ball and chain, is this the boss here. Which I think is a cool thing and hints that hopefully there'll be a good variety of weapons in here. Like, they could do some pretty creative stuff. Ah, we knocked his sprite out of existence. Yeah, we beat the boss and survived. All right, off the main menu we go. Yeah, I never heard of the first one, but had a lot of fun with this. So yeah. Again, like I always say, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description if you like the gameplay you saw here. It is a fairly short demo, so there's not a huge amount to it. But yeah, I had fun while I was playing it. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And as always, most of all, have a great day.